It's against Caleb Sherer.
Yeah, our Season 1 points leader, playing to be at 8-2. You see there, Jim Davis was number 10 on the season. Very good season for him as well.
Yeah, one game apiece for both players. We saw Paul Muller actually lose this matchup earlier today. Not to Jim Davis specifically.
Well, he lost to a player with more spell snares.
Cheers to Kazu Negri.
A full second spell snare. Jim does have one.
All right. One spell snare. Caleb Sherer. We know so that we're a post-board game here. Caleb's going to be on the pieces of the puzzle plan.
Cantrips and land drops.
Yeah. He has not gone for Pyromancer Ascension.
Yeah, he is heavy on Empty the Warrens. There's 3 of those in the sideboard. Jeskai Control tends to be able to answer the goblins if that's your strategy. Looks to be some kind of discussion on opening hands here, but I think we're good. Right, just in time for game number 3.
Have a keep from Caleb. Let's see if Jim does too. Last time we saw Jim, that was against Goryo's Vengeance. Just kept a hand with only card draw. Got there. It was nice.
Not much of a game was that.
No. Turn 1 Serum Visions from Caleb. So Caleb has lost the first post-board game. Which makes sense. This match gets much closer after sideboarding. Jim gets to board out his removal.
Yes.
Both bottom on the Serum Visions for Caleb.
Jim has a spell snare in hand. The spell snare.
Yeah, he plays 1 copy. Logic Knot, Lightning Bolt on the Scribe. Imagine he'll want the Logic Knot. Not sure about Lightning Bolt.
Now, you can afford to tap off spell snare in the post-board matchup. You wouldn't expect Caleb to play a mana creature here. Though, sometimes you just get ritual emptied. That's not happening here.
Well, I think Caleb's looking for lands. He had double Scry to the bottom and upkeep is opting. Or main phase opting. Plays another Spirebluff Canal and says go. Jim also looking for lands. He put a Logic Knot to the bottom on that Serum Vision, which normally you'd put on top in this matchup.
Yeah, that's one of your better cards.
Yeah, so both players keeping one land Serum Vision's hands, I think. Yeah.
It's like Jim has a Surgical Extraction in the grip.
That
one's tough to convert.
Not yet. Too early for that. He'll draw into a 3rd land, into a Flooded Strand. See, a Staticaster has been boarded in, so Jim's respecting Empty the Warrens. We'll see if he respects it enough to scry one to the top.
Yeah, he's definitely still interested in that land.
Yeah, that's true. Is he interested in Staticaster? Well, we'll have to find out later. He only kept 1 of the 2. I imagine that means the Staticaster went to the bottom.
That was my read as well.
Caleb draws here. Sleight of Hand.
Once you get past turn 2, it's less and less likely that you're going to be emptied. On turn 2, that's that window where you are really dodging Supreme Verdict. I suppose Explosives and Staticaster are probably the more likely options in this matchup.
Pyretic Ritual for Caleb. See if Jim wants to convert that Spell Snare. He does like the card he has on top. So 3 red for Caleb, 4 red. Is he just trying to combo here, Ryan?
It's looking like it.
This is a beautiful spot for a Spell Snare.
From these kinds of resources, if he's just building up to an empty, if the card Jim left on top is Staticaster, he doesn't have to care at all. If it's the land, which I think it is, then he's going to want a Spell Snare at some point.
And this would be the one, right?
Yeah, it's kind of like a 2-for-1.
Yeah. Caleb will be left with 1 red mana. That won't do anything.
It's not like Caleb can meaningfully fight with the red mana.
All right, here's 4. 4 red. Empty the Warrens. Make 6 goblins. We'll see what Jim... Did Jim play the Staticaster to the top?
If he didn't, then it reads like the plan was that he was going to get a 3rd ritual that he could Spell Snare.
All right. Just draws it. Is it the Staticaster?
It's a Staticaster. Wow.
Oh.
All right, well, this game's over.
Oh, Jim. What a play.
Very nice.
That was nice. I'm not even sure I scry it to the top there. That he both did, and then just lets Caleb walk right in with an empty.
Yeah, he was set up pretty reasonably. He has Spell Snare, he has Negate, and he left Staticaster on top, and he's getting paid off in a big way.
You think he can safely tap out for Staticaster here? He'd hate to get it remanded.
I think you just jam now.
Okay, there's no worry about Caleb untapping and comboing again.
He just spent all of his stuff. He's out.
Yeah, just you got the win. Go ahead and take it now.
Yeah.
And that was the card on top. Jim shoots down all the goblins. What a play.
It's just demoralizing when that happens.
Caleb, tap land, pass. Exactly what Jim was looking for. What I actually think is crazy about that play, Ryan, is that means he put the land on the bottom.
Yeah, that is surprising.
That's great. And he doesn't even have one here.
Wow.
All right. Both players just going to trade some lands for a bit. Vendilion click end step by Jim. Take a look at Caleb's hand, and we will too. Baral, Desperate Ritual, Grape Shot, Wipe Away.
This is the kind of hand where you can let Caleb keep it. I suppose you can go for the Grape Shot so that your Vendilion click does not get shot down.
Grape Shot is probably better. I mean, what you'd hate to have happen is if you take a card and you draw Caleb into a Gifts Ungiven, it's such a disaster.
Yeah.
That Caleb says, wait, you're still tapped, right? And then he starts tapping his mana. For that out alone, I'm not sure I want to take a card here.
Yeah. Jim doesn't know if or when he's going to make his 4th land drop, and he already has Spell Snare to gate. So kind of going in on the aggressive Vendilion click plan does make sense. You're right, a Gifts Ungiven would be disaster.
All right, did he do it? Did he do it?
All right.
Woo! Woo! That's oh, that didn't work out.
I guess we got a game.
Yeah. Wow. I was like, well, there's like this like outside chance he gets really punished for taking a card.
Some rituals and a pass.
Oh yeah, this is a disaster.
Yeah.
I might even take some pieces of the puzzle if I was Caleb.
He's thinking about a Grape Shot, so he has access to that.
What a turn. Caleb Sherer back in it. Jim Javis gave him the card to do it.
It's been an interesting couple of swings.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. So we have Pyretic Ritual, Desperate Ritual, Past in Flames. We got one more.
Some kind of blue card.
Usually it's Manamorphose, but I think it's Giga Drowse.
Yeah, Giga Drowse, I believe, is correct.
That was a nice Gifts Ungiven right there.
Yeah. Oof. Okay, so you probably can't give Caleb Giga Drowse.
Yeah, Caleb's hand is Baral. What do we see?
Brawl, Wipe Away. The card taken was Grape Shot, and then the 4th card was...
A Ritual, I believe? A Desperate Ritual.
Yes, a Ritual. So there's already one Ritual available. One Ritual plus Brawl gets the chain going, and for that reason, you just can't allow Caleb to have Giga Drowse. He has more blue mana than you currently have lands.
Yeah, then he'll just Giga Drowse you, untap, and win.
Yeah. All right, yeah, he's okay. I believe he made the correct decision. Put Past in Flames and Giga Drowse into Caleb's graveyard.
Gave him all the mana.
You're right.
All right, so now Caleb has 3 Rituals. Baral and Wipe Away.
Yeah.
So Caleb has a lot of mana.
Right.
Go back over to Jim. Draws land 4. That's a great one. Here's Vendilion Click, putting Caleb to 17. And I guess Jim does have Lightning Helix for that Baral. He's left in some removal, and he has some.
Oh, yeah, and I forgot Jim's been holding on to that Surgical Extraction. So he could, say, get rid of Past in Flames. He could also just go for a Ritual that's in Caleb's hand and graveyard.
Oh, yeah, it does have the Surgical. Also has Spell Snare and Snapcaster Mage. So really Jim is still in a safe spot. Caleb got a Gifts Ungiven, and that was a good win, but Jim feels like Jim's in control.
Ooh.
Oh no! What? So he surgicaled the Grape Shot.
Must have been.
Yeah, he surgicaled the Grape Shot, and with that in play, and these at Staticaster, with no Grape Shots and a Staticaster in play, Caleb is actually just going to pick up the cards. He can't. He has no more ways to win.
He would not have Lightning Bolt in this matchup. So yeah, he can't.
Well, not enough of them.